The best Ultra Short Throw Projectors, or UST for short, can beam an ultra-large picture from an ultra-short distance. They are designed as an alternative to standard long-throw projectors. They must be positioned at the back of a room to generate a large image, usually on a separate projection screen mounted on the opposite wall. UST projectors also use a separate screen, and some models are packaged with an ambient light rejecting ALR screen that uses a special material formulated for UST models. In a UST setup, the projector is positioned directly below the screen. To help you find the right model, we've listed the top 5 best ultra-short throw projectors and their key features, plus the things you need to consider to help you choose the best one for you, and as always, you can check pricing for any of these products in the description below. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's get started. Number 5. Epson EpiQ Vision Ultra LS800 Best Ultra Short Throw Projector for Sports. There's no shortage of UST projectors turning up to stake their claim as some of the best projectors on the market right now. Epson has shown solid performance with its laser-lit 3LCD technology in various formats, and the Epson LS800 incorporates it in a powerful UST package. At $34,999, $31,999, about a $5,240. It's amazing that this Epson can deliver 4,000 lumens of brightness, which proves more than enough for viewing in the daytime without covering every window with blackout curtains. Epson could have gone further with eARC support and a wider color gamut, but for what it lacks in those departments, it does a solid job making up for it by simply being usable around the clock with little fuss. The LS800's built-in Yamaha-designed speaker setup strongly complements its image. It can pack a punch and is plenty for 200 or 300 square foot rooms. The virtual sound mode is surprisingly compelling, mixing voices, sound effects, and music with great balance while lending an impression of surround sound. The LS800 has claimed a place for anyone who wants a simple, powerful projector that lets them beam a huge image they can view at any time of day they want. The Epson LS800 pairs good color, clarity, and sound with simply stunning brightness levels for an effective package that earns a recommendation for casual viewers and budding cinephiles. Number 4. Samsung, the Premier LSP 9T Best Ultra Short Throw Projector for sound quality. After more than a decade since its last home cinema projector, Samsung returned with an absolute cracker, the Premier LSP9T projector. It's an ultra-short throw beamer that makes use of 4K HDR laser projection, and its 3-color laser removes the need for a color filter. That enables the Premier's 2800 lumens brightness to shine, and it's capable of producing a very impressive 130-inch image. Pictures are punchy and colorful, and Samsung's support for the HDR10 Plus format adds scene-by-scene picture calibration in compatible films and TV shows. The projector also benefits from the full implementation of Samsung's Smart TV operating system, although we found it a bit sluggish at times. The Premier LSP9T's built-in sound system impresses in several ways. Dialogue remains correctly placed at the heart of an elevated soundstage, while specific effects are accurately positioned in the audio wall to tally up with the on-screen action. Detailing in even very complex movie mixes is good, and treble effects are delivered without harshness or clipping. The Premier LSP9T is expensive, but we think it's a knockout choice for those who can afford it. The Hisense L9G's visuals are impressive in the worst conditions and miraculous in the best. You'll probably forget all about going to the theater, but it requires commitment, both in terms of space on your wall because it's not flexible and in terms of your budget because it's expensive. Number 3. LG Cinebeam HU915QE Best Ultra Short Throw Projector for picture quality. A great many of the best projectors are turning up Ultra Short Throw UST models. These can combine powerful light engines with handy smart TV functions and potent speakers, all in a system that sits conveniently at the front of the living room. The LG Cinebeam HU915QE is a new addition to the world of UST projectors, and it's a fabulous one. But at $519 or $99, this is not the most casual home theater purchase. The LG Cinebeam HU915QE costs more than almost every other projector we recommend. You get plenty for the money, though. The LG Cinebeam HU95QE is exceedingly bright and richly colorful, which all gets put on display with a massive 90 to 120-inch picture. Even with ambient light or daytime viewing, the projector is more than bright enough to create a pleasant picture in a well-lit environment. And just a little bit of ambient light control goes a long way in allowing it to display exceptional cinematic visuals. With potent speakers, a handy smart TV system, the convenience of a manual focus wheel, and an image that's hard to find many faults with, you'd be getting quite a lot for your money with the LG Cinebeam HU95QE. The Hisense L9G is great and cheaper but less flexible. Meanwhile, the Epson LS12000 is more impressive but far less convenient to set up and use day to day. Ultimately, LG is adding a new option to the high end of the market, though we see diminishing returns at this point. Number 2. Hisense PX1 Pro. Best budget ultra short throw projector. The Hisense PX1 Pro is a brilliant ultra short throw UST projector that manages to squeeze itself neatly in between some serious competition from the best projectors on the market. At $499, it's no budget piece of home theater gear, but it does bring a meaningful upgrade over some pricier projectors and doesn't fall too short of the ones that it undercuts in price. Despite taking up just a small space on a shelf or media center, the Hisense PX1 Pro can beam a 90 to 130-inch picture using a triple laser light source. It's on the bright side at 2200 lumens, though that's well beneath the 3000 lumens of the L9G sitting above it in Hisense's UST Projector lineup. The PX1 Pro's bright picture is wonderfully complemented by its color, which comes by way of those 3 red, green, and blue lasers. Altogether, the PX1 Pro dazzles when it's in a dark room, though it doesn't do so well showing dark scenery unless the ambient lighting in the room is clamped down. Hisense's package here is pretty well rounded. The built-in speakers will do the job in a pinch, though they're easily beaten by even a modest soundbar. However, those speakers can still come in handy as the projector is easy to move around at just a hair over 20 pounds and can adjust focus for different setups, connect to Wi-Fi, and pull content through its Android TV interface. Hisense's PX1 Pro follows its fantastic L9G at a much lower price. With just a little extra effort, it can prove a formidable projector that's only further boosted by its flexibility. Number 1. Hisense L9G Trichroma Laser 4K TV. The best ultra short throw projector for most people. The Hisense L9G is a revelation for the living room. This projector is packed with top-of-the-line projector features in an ultra-short throw design, including a tricolor laser light engine, HDMI 2.1 ports with EARC, HDR support, an Android TV interface, and powerful 40W speakers. Hisense isn't selling the L9G as a basic projector, but rather as a laser TV with an included ambient light-rejecting projector screen that's meant to be permanently installed on your wall. This 100 or 120-inch, varies depending on the model selected screen, will appeal to those who are fussy about image quality, as it will reduce the impact of ambient room lighting on the picture. As good as its picture performance is, the projector stumbles in a couple of places. Its attempts to adjust brightness on a shot-by-shot basis for some content can mean it's overcorrecting in a way that makes the lighting quite jarring. Its motion smoothing can also be trouble as it helps reduce panning jitter sometimes, but introduces some glaring motion artifacts for everything else on the screen. Fortunately, the Hisense L9G has a ton of available settings to adjust these features and many more, effectively letting users dial in the display however they like. There's no denying the breathtaking quality of the Hisense L9G, but it's a projector that takes a commitment to make sense for would-be buyers. It's definitely less of a commitment than a 100-inch TV though, as even the affordable models are multiple times the price of the L9G. The Hisense L9G's visuals are impressive in the worst conditions and miraculous in the best. You'll probably forget all about going to the theater, but it requires commitment, both in terms of space on your wall because it's not flexible, and in terms of your budget because it's expensive.